Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video for the real ones, the actual family fun fishing adventure fans, all 2.5 of you. So, season 1 of Duel of the Baits is over, well over. If you've been watching, I mean, for the real ones, you know that. And there's a few things that I didn't love about season 1, and one of those was if one of us got skunked or lost the lure, it was game over. And so there's a lot of ways to deal with that. Of course, going forward, we could buy 4 or 5 examples of a lure instead of just buying 2. Don't really want to do that. I think I only lost my Duel of the Baits bait once so far. And that was actually for season 2. So we're going to talk about season 1 a little bit, and then I'm going to give you some spoilers for season 2. But anyways, so I didn't love that about season 1. I don't think at any point our footage should end with somebody losing to being skunked or losing a lure. If there's an alternative, there should be fish caught, right? We want this to be fun and competitive, but we want to catch fish, and we want to show catching fish. So that's one thing we're going to change going into season 2, is we're going to give a time allotment, but if you haven't caught any fish in that time allotment, then you can continue to compete, but the first fish that you catch will be your Duel of the Baits fish. So to make that clear, if we've got a 3-hour timeline and you're fishing and you've caught 6, 8, 10, 12 fish, you're just going to count your best fish for weight, for size, for whatever the standards for that episode are. But if once you go over your timeline, the first one you catch, that's your fish. Let's see here. The other thing I didn't love about season 1 is it came to a tie. So we are going to set up season 2 of Duel of the Baits so that is not possible. We may have some bonus points available, but at the end of the day, most likely we will simply make sure that we have an uneven number of Duel of the Baits episodes so that there cannot be a tie. All right, so the award for season 1, this is goofy. I've gotten quite a few trophies in my life, and I've never cared about any of them. And the season 1 Duel of the Baits trophy is probably the first one in my life that I have cared about, and I bought it. That's pretty goofy. I bought one of these for both of us. I'm so sore. All right, Duel of the Baits 2025 tied. One of the fishers of all time. Really love this. Silly award, but Duel of the Baits is supposed to be a little bit silly, and being a little bit silly is part of why I love it so much. So our award for season 2 we have not come up with yet. I don't know if it'll be a fancy reel or a fish to hang up on the wall. Don't do that, Dottie. Or what it will be. But it'll be better than this. This was a joke. We tied. Who cares? But I got this trophy, and I love it. So I don't even care that I bought myself a trophy, and I love it because I love it. So, all right. So going into season 2, episode 1 really motivated my brother and I to talk about how we might do season 2 differently, because I lost the first lure of season 1. I fished so hard. Freezing rain, snow on the way home as it got completely dark, too dark to even film. It ended up, it was really brutal. And so I lost the lure, and so we're going to do a little spoiler here on what that lure was. And by the way, for most of this, I will be using my Cajun Rods Revenant. This is made in Louisiana. It's a rod that I like quite a bit. My reel's a Shimano Sienna 2500 HG. I don't love this reel at all. If I can make some money fishing or YouTubing or something, I do intend, I think, to replace this reel. The line that I'm going to start trying to use here, this is Finn's Braid 40G. This is also made in the USA. It's made here in Kentucky. And this is a 25-pound braid that is a 4-pound mono equivalent. But the bait here for the first episode of Season 2 that I've already lost is a custom handmade chatterbait from Yates Baits here in Kentucky. And it is a skull chatterbait with one of these crazy cool angled trebles. So not only is it crazy that we've got over a ½ ounce weight that is a skull, and that's great, but we have a chatterbait that has a treble, which is very unique, and it's a unique treble at that. I think this is actually going to work really well. I think I've come to like the bends and the square edges for really keeping that in the mouth. But crazy little thing, like I was just talking about before. Is it a little bit silly? Yeah, and that's part of what I loved about it. I was hoping to see my brother's open box reaction to it, but he'll give us his reaction in the actual episode. Now, this one that Yates made for me to replace the one that I lost is slightly different, and I think it's fine, guys. Here's the deal. This isn't that serious. I don't know if someone's going to get mad like, hey, you're not following the rules. You know, we're having fun, and we're hoping to make something entertaining, guys, but it's not that serious at this point. The main difference here is, I believe, is we've got a black skull instead of a bronze or a brown one. I know Josh isn't going to mind. I don't really think that's going to affect anything. So I'm really excited to get that out. As you may know, it's been frozen here. I mean, even my last video, it was awfully cold when I originally lost the bait. My plan is to get out here in just a couple of days for Duel of the Baits. I don't think I've caught a fish yet in 2026. I have buildup. I need to go catch myself a honker. I've got a new spot for fishing where I almost caught a fish for 2026, and that's pretty good. You know, in this hardcore winter, guys, hardcore for Kentucky. So listen, it's not necessarily hardcore for me. It's pretty hardcore for these fish to be this cold when they are not acclimated to cold weather. So up in Montana, a larger smallmouth bass might be completely unaffected by this weather because it happens every year. Here in Kentucky, we've been frozen for over a week, and we had temps like below 20 for days and days and days in a row. We still have ice on the ground well over a week, and so our first warm temperatures are coming up next week. I think it's pretty rough. I think it's pretty hard. But I almost caught a fish, which is exciting because the fish bit what I had out there. Okay, so new spot, really excited about it. I think it's gonna be my new favorite spot. It's in Mammoth Cave National Park, and I had cast, and then I slipped off the rock I was standing on. I was on a lot of riprap and big slippery rock, and there's a lot of ice out there. And like as I was slipping and falling and trying to reposition, I felt the tug on my line, and I looked and I started to reel, and I saw the fish, and I'm like in the process of falling, and then stop, look down, get my balance, start reeling again, fish was gone. But I saw it. So that was still exciting for me in this weather. I don't remember what I was using. Anyways, that is the wrap up for season 1. Shout out to J-Bob. Shout out to my viewers and subscribers. It's been a great time. I loved season 1, and I'm excited to make season 1 better, and hopefully every season will be better than the last season. I have some big things planned for season 2 of Duel of the Baits. To include, I have on the books a trip to Texas. for the second episode of Duel of the Baits. We're going to get a little bit more complicated with this, with a few baits and like a ladder system. We will be fishing together on OH Ivy. I don't know if that's the right way to say that, but I'm assuming it is. And I'm very excited for that. So one last thing, you know, we're doing Duel of the Baits. Is it actually Duel of the Baits or is it Duel of the States? Because, you know, especially for episode 1 here, I will be lucky to get 60 degrees. Maybe we'll be over 60 degrees. But while we have been consistently below freezing, my brother over in Texas has had like 70-degree days. And so he's got to be in pre-spawn, and fish could be spawning for all I know. They could be doing multi-seasonal spawning. So to some degree, you know, it is what it is. It's fun. If I lose due to location, who cares? Who cares? We're going to go out there, we're going to fish our hardest, and we're going to have fun. So let me know what you think in the comments section below. I intended to make this video with more like overlays and fancy footage and actual footage of me fishing and close-up of the lure, but since we've gone over 10 minutes, I can't do that in the Edits app, so we're just going to send it. This is just for the people who are actually interested, and I know that there might only be 2 of you, but that's all right. So I'll talk to you in the comments section below, and I'm very excited for Season 2, Episode 1 of Duel of the Baits. All right, see you later.